Today is all about building a fence and having a pasture. One of the most expensive things in raising livestock is building fences. And I'm telling you, it's the most labor-intensive thing. It costs the most. Kind of like in the human world where most people's biggest investment of their life is their home. It's kind of like the same thing when it comes to animals. So in today's episode, we are going to be continuing this process of building fences. So stay locked in. Please go check out previous episode when we talked about fencing. And we're here at this post that we dug the other day. It's kind of our corner post. And if you notice straight ahead down there, we put one in. We're gonna go visit that space. But we are expanding our pasture for our sheep, and here's our first corner post. So we've already dug up 2 other corner posts. Those are kind of like the cornerstones, the foundations of the fence, and we're gonna have to move some branches and stuff. We cut down a tree, saw that in the previous video. We have like this huge burn pile. So I'm about to hop in the tractor, pick up some tree limbs and dump them on the pile, and then we'll get to pulling the string. I want to show you the process of pulling the string and why you have to do that. So we have arrived here at the other corner post. If you want to know how to do this, the other one is up there, and then we have one down there, and there's a tractor that I'm about to get in. But you want to see the process of doing it, it's in the previous video. Same thing, we did it off camera. I'm about to pull the tractor up, and we're gonna grab these limbs. They fell out of this big pine tree, and we have to get them out of the way because this is blocking where the fence is gonna go. See what music we got. Wow, this thing's never been worked. Oh, so much for having radio. We do have air conditioning and heat in this bad boy. Never use it, never ever use it. Because then when you go outside, the temperature is always different. So it's one of those things that you just don't really use. It's a nice luxury to have, to say you have a tractor with air conditioning and heat and radio. Never gonna use it. Well, at least I don't anyway. Some people may, but I gotta hear everything else that's going on while I'm driving. did that, didn't I? I did that. So now that is done. Next task, there's still a few more limbs in that we gotta get. We got a huge burn pile. We're gonna probably burn that up. It's just old limbs and stuff like that. And then we're gonna pull a string from one end to another to get a straight line so we can see the line in which our poles will go on. I'll show you that in just a second. All right, so our next task is to pull the string from this corner post to this corner post. And the reason why we want to pull a string is, okay, I can't go this way because the sheep are gonna be loud. The reason why we want to pull a string is so we can have a straight line. The wire is going to be straight, and so it's very important to make sure your posts, when you dig them out, you put them in the ground, that they are in line. So you run like some twine. I have some twine. I'm gonna run that to get a straight line, and then we're gonna have to cut a couple of poles before we pack those and let them all kind of get set. We should probably start rolling the wire next week. We just want to get our corner posts an opportunity to set, and it's supposed to rain tomorrow. And so with it raining tomorrow, it's kind of a good thing because it'll kind of wash, and then it'll really get a good opportunity to set. We have this wire, this twine, we're gonna wrap it around the pole and just tie it. All right, so we just tied it around. It's regular knot, nothing special. And then we're going to walk in a straight line. Well, we're gonna just walk this to the other pole, and that's what will give us, oh crap, our straight line if this thing does not tangle up. Jesus. There we go, got it. Gonna walk it. And that's kind of how it'll go. It'll pull through. Whoopsie. And this is gonna serve as our guide to our fence posts. All right, so we have arrived, and I don't know if you can see, but that's a straight line right there. As straight as it's gonna get, I guess, for us. So this is where the fence will go, all the way down to that other pole. Okay, so as you can see, here is our line. We had a straight line from there. So along this line is where we'll place our poles, all the way up into that post all on the far end. We're gonna place the poles along this line. That gives you a guide to make sure that you're going in a straight line. The worst thing to ever do in fencing, ever, is to not do this and then try to eyeball it, and then you'll see your poles, one goes this way, one's on that side, and they'll go back and forth, and then it'll end up being a total disaster. So just take the time, pull the string from pole to pole so you get a straight line. Let's hope the four-wheeler starts. Thank you, Lord. All right, now we're about to get some poles to cut up some more fence posts. One thing you gotta be mindful of in this time of the year, because it's kind of warm, is snakes. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit nervous about reaching my hand down in there, but I gotta get these poles, so Hopefully I don't pull back and there's a snake under there. So we made a mistake. All right, as you can see, this is pole 1, and this is gonna be a pole. We're gonna put a gate right here between these 2 poles. That's why it's important to measure, and then measure, and then measure again before you dig. I measured one time. My dad pulled a tractor back with the auger. We dug a hole about 6 inches too far to the right for our 16-foot gate. So now I had to dig and reposition the pole. And so now I'm gonna have to fill in this hole and then pack that hole. So you see that? I'm glad we caught it. I'm glad I measured twice after digging the hole, and just gonna be working on getting that filled. It's important that the hole is packed so that this doesn't move. I gotta get it level, but I gotta get some dirt in first before we level it off. So I'm not gonna fully pack it right now because I'm waiting on my dad to bring it back to level. Because if I do fully pack it, I won't be able to maneuver. So we wanna try to make sure that it's as straight as possible. It is relatively straight with the other pole down there. So I'm just waiting for him to bring the level back. And we're gonna make sure. Let me remeasure one more time. So it's 16 feet, 6 inches. That's about what we need because the hooks that go on the gate are gonna be about 2 inches off. So that only gives about 4 inches of space between the gate and the pole, which is about what we need. So it worked out. The mistake worked out. Sometimes you're forced to do things twice. That's why it's always better to measure twice and cut once than to measure once and then had to start all over, I guess. And boom. Today was a great day, very productive day. We got our fence line from the other angle, running down all the way down there. We got our gate post up. We got our other corner post. So we're all set with that. Done with the sheep. Just finished feeding them. I did it off camera. We do have them all eating. They seem to be very happy. Oh, they're camera shy. And we have, so we fed them potatoes, cabbage, celery, some onions, all things that they really enjoy. So blessed to have that. Tomorrow we got a lot more in store. We got to take care of this baby right here. This pile. Oh wow, some geese. Are they going to the pond? Guess not. All right. So tomorrow we're gonna have to take care of this baby right here. For all you people that like to watch fire, the next episode should be a great one. So I'm hoping tomorrow to be a good day to burn. I know it's supposed to drizzle a little bit, so it makes it a little bit safer. Whenever burning stuff, you wanna make sure that you do it when it's damp and it's not windy. So I pray that we have overcast, the ground is already wet, so it's less likely for a fire to spread. Always make sure that you burn safely. I don't know, that sounds weird to burn safely. I don't know, whatever, but stay tuned. Thank you for watching. If you haven't already, like, subscribe, share this video, share it with a friend. Till next time, peace out.